We currently possess the technology, energy, and agricultural capacity to sustain every human on Earth. Yet our global machinery has effectively broken down. This is the paradox of scarcity. Our global economy is operating on logic engineered for the industrial age, a system that relies on zero-sum competition and debt-based growth to function. We see the failure of this logic in the hunger bug. Massive surpluses exist in one region while another starves because our distribution protocols are optimized for market price rather than human caloric needs. This graphic illustrates the required transition. On the right, the fragile, reactive management of scarcity. On the left, a generative system. Survival in the digital age requires a technical upgrade that moves our primary economic goal from managing debt to guaranteeing resource availability. Implementing an upgrade this comprehensive requires engineers who have personally experienced the system's total collapse, the veterans of modern warfare. Demobilized lone soldiers are now entering a 90-day intensive reset. The goal is to deprogram the hypervigilance and survival instincts ingrained by combat. A cooperative economy built on abundance requires operators who are no longer chemically or psychologically trapped in a survival state. During the first month of the reset, veterans undergo cognitive restructuring. They are trained to move from a mindset of defensive attrition to one of planetary stewardship. In month 2, they put this stewardship into practice. By taking over the kitchen and care operations for these elderly residents at the Rabbi Akiva Yeshiva, they learn to monitor community health as a primary metric of success. This service establishes a core design principle. The new economy must be intentionally structured to protect and sustain people of all ages and abilities. This emotional decompression acts as a prerequisite firewall. Before a veteran can manage the hardware of the new economy, their internal ethical orientation must be fully recalibrated. In the final month, the cohort moves to an unserviced zone on Mount Zion. Here, they must prove they can generate a surplus of resources with zero external support. They utilize the bars and jars protocol. They process local seeds and grains into shelf-stable 400-calorie miracle bars to solve their immediate caloric needs. They complement this with probiotic fermentations inside glass jars, creating a continuous supply of high-density nutrition that requires no electrical grid or refrigeration. Successfully maintaining this level of food sovereignty serves as proof that an individual can function as an autonomous node, independent of failing global supply chains. Once certified, these Earth Guardians operate the physical hardware of the system, the ARQ18 modular unit. Each habitat is a closed-loop system, harvesting drinking water from the atmosphere and converting local waste into clean energy through high-efficiency gasification. Inside, vertical aeroponic gardens grow high-yield crops year-round without soil. This integration of hardware and biology allows a single person to produce their own baseline of energy and food. By operating an ARQ18 unit, a veteran anchors their daily survival costs to a predictable algorithm, effectively opting out of the volatile legacy grid. This moves the individual from a state of post-combat trauma into self-sufficient stability. It is a localized demonstration that debt-free abundance is a matter of technical execution. The challenge is scaling this from a single off-grid unit to a global resource-based economy. The GENII architecture, represented by the atomic lotus, provides networked intelligence. KIPA algorithms connect these habitats into a single organism. As data flows, the system preemptively blocks exploitative behaviors, ensuring surplus water and energy are routed to areas of highest need. By layering an ethical protocol over high-tech infrastructure, the system prevents the repeat of historical distribution errors, keeping the network permanently focused on human well-being. This feeds into the peace-for-profit model. 50% of all production from these units is dedicated to feeding the hungry, embedding systemic stability directly into the business model. The system also creates a consumer-to-asset loop. Every time a miracle bar is purchased, the algorithm automatically carves off 20% of the sale to buy productive agricultural land. This mechanism shifts residents into a stakeholder class. When a person's daily engagement results in fractional ownership of the land and infrastructure that sustains them, their livelihood is anchored to tangible physical assets. By training veterans to build these self-sustaining sanctuaries, the system replaces debt-based aid with permanent asset ownership. This moves humanity toward a reality where regional stability is no longer a charity goal, but a predictable market outcome.